Media.
Hey there, Ronnie here. Real quick before we get into the main episode, I just want to let you know that early bird registration for the Redefined Network Marketing event happening May 4, 5, and 6 is now open. That's right. You can register at ronniecruz.com/redefine. I'm going to be teaching you everything that I've learned about online marketing in the last year and a half so that you can take your business online, on social media, and build massive, massive success into this next decade and beyond. Again, you can go to ronniecruz.com/redefine. You're going to get an early bird pricing. Don't wait because this early bird registration is going to expire. Make sure you register today.
Hi, my name is Ronnie Cruz. After almost 2 decades as a career network marketer, I realized that despite continual work on my personal and professional development, that I had hit a massive brick wall. So I took a deep and honest look at myself, top to bottom, hoping to find answers, and my search led me to one conclusion. The definitions I held of my business, of my world, of my life were the very things holding me back. If I wanted to change, if I wanted to grow beyond my current circumstances, I had to wipe the slate clean and redefine. This show is dedicated to helping you identify the belief systems, the mindsets, the very definitions that have held you back, and then help you break through those limitations to finally create the life you've been working so hard to achieve. Welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why network marketers fail on social media. This is actually going to be a 2-part episode. Even though there are only 5 things that I'm going to be talking about in this series, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot to kind of dive into with each of those 5. Now, there's probably more than 5 things, right? Like tons of different mistakes that network marketers make when they're sharing or trying to build their business with social media. However, these 5 things are the things that I see the most, right? So let's just get right into it. Number 1, selling instead of connecting and inspiring, right? I think it's natural. We have platforms where we have access to an audience, right? We have access to potential eyes. And so we immediately go into selling mode. And I think that's part of our concept of marketing, especially people in my generation and before. Marketing to us is exactly that. It's selling, right? And we equate it to selling anyways. And so when we share our products or our network marketing opportunities, even, it's all about just pitching. When you look at network marketing behavior offline, especially with lack of experience, that's pretty much what everybody does, right? You immediately go to the pitch, right? What I used to say is it's immediately going for the jugular. And I was guilty of that too, through lack of experience, right? Like I didn't have the skills of developing rapport and asking questions and getting to know the needs of the prospect, right? And so with social media, it's the same mistake. It's just translated into ones and zeros in the digital space. Now you can't necessarily have that rapport building ability with social media. However, you can allow your audience to get to know you better, and that's really, I think, the primary shift in mindset around social media and how to use it, as opposed to broadcasting your opportunity or your products or services. It's about broadcasting who you are and the things that you're excited about, the things that you're passionate about, so that your audience gets to know you, right? So that your audience develops that familiarity, along with, of course, the value that you provide in your content. So that leads to number 2 then, and it's just another one of those ways of thinking about marketing that I think, again, we equate it to selling, right? We create it to advertising. And so when we share about our, products or services or our network marketing opportunity, it's all about sharing the features and benefits. And largely what I see in the social media space is copy and pasting, these assets, these marketing assets from the corporate office, right? Copying their their lovely professional photographs of the product, of the vitamins or whatever it might be, and then copying their actual verbiage, right? The actual copy from the website, and pretty much like, any corporate website is going to have just features and benefits for the particular product. It's all well and good, but your conversion rate, I would wager to say, is going to be relatively low, because people aren't looking for that in a personal feed, right? Like, yeah, they might expect that from a corporate, social page, but from your page, from a human being, they're not gonna want to see that, because then they're gonna automatically equate it to being sold. Right now, you're just trying to sell something, which again, that's our concept of marketing. The shift, as I said earlier, is thinking about marketing as well, social media marketing as allowing the rapport to develop from you to the audience, allowing them to get to know you, who you are, what you're about, what you're passionate about, and why you're sharing these particular products and services, and especially what it's done for you, right? Right. So start moving away from selling and just pitching on your social. Start moving away from just sharing the features and benefits. The third one is, and the last one that we're going to talk about today, is treating it like broadcast advertising. Right, like this is again the mindset shift that we need to make when it comes to marketing. And maybe I'm speaking from personal experience, totally a generational thing, I believe, in how I view marketing, because this is the type of marketing that I'm used to: broadcast marketing, commercials on television, advertisements in magazines and in newspapers, advertisements on billboards, advertisements on radio shows, right? So we're used to marketing being just advertising, and we treat the internet, when we get into the online space, when we get into social media, we treat it the same way, because we think, oh yeah, now this is our access to worldwide audiences, let me just broadcast it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's all well and good, but again, if you're just selling, if you're just sharing the features and benefits of your products, people aren't going to necessarily connect to that, right? Yeah, big companies do that on social media all day long, because I mean, they have the budgets to hire ad firms, to create posts and social content that can draw in audience's attention. Also, too, audiences expect that. I want to get this through into your heads. Audience expect that of companies. They do not expect nor even want that from individuals like you and me, from influencers. Yes, influencers will have sponsored posts, but influencers have spent time to build that relationship, that rapport, that familiarity with their audiences, right? It's all about that, well, the influence that they've created. So you have to focus on that, right? Like when you're building and when you're marketing, don't go for the jugular right away. Don't treat it like broadcast advertising, and don't just share your features and benefits, copy and pasted from your corporate website. Really allow yourself, some vulnerability. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in that space and show up as authentically as you possibly can as yourself, so that your audience, not only your existing audience, gets to know what you're about even more on a deeper level, but you'll also start to attract a bigger audience as well, right? So yeah, really important shift, because if you don't, people are going to mainly tune out, right? Not only is your existing audience going to mainly tune out, but it's not going to attract more people to you, and you always want to attract more people to you. But anyways, we'll talk about that tomorrow, in part 2 of why network marketers fail on social media. So catch me in the next episode. Until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in part 2.